Hello everybody and welcome back to the Pokemon Platinum Theftlocke series. I was going to say randomize or nuzlocke. I haven't made that mistake in this series really, have I? Maybe the first episode. Let's take a quick look at our team before we actually get into this. We've got Crash, which has Feint Attack, Knockoff, Quick Attack and Fury Cutter. We've got Super Lines with Grass Knot, Magical Leaf, Poison Sting and Sunspore. We've got John with Confusion, Miracle Eye and Psybeam. And we've got Cody with Fire Spin, Amber, Flame Wheel and Stomp. I did record the first couple of minutes of this episode because I wanted to record this. And then about 5 minutes in, after this entire event we're doing right here, I looked up and saw a camera which was not turned on. I was like, could have sworn I turned it on and pressed record, so I don't understand why it's not recording right now. That would be because the battery ran out. So, real important tip for anybody trying to like break into the YouTube business. One, don't listen to me. I've been doing this for like 10 years and I'm still under 1,500 subs. And my view to sub ratio is horrible. So that's tip number one. If you ignore tip number one, we come to tip number two. And that is, if you want to do a face cam, buy a webcam. And not a expensive cinema camera, which I didn't buy for this reason. I just have one because my job. If you decide to ignore tip number two as well, I don't really know why you're here for tips if you keep ignoring them. But tip number three is if you do decide to go with like a full big cinema camera for your webcam replacement, check the battery before you start recording. And that's my guide to YouTube. If you do those three things, mainly just not listening to me, you'll be successful. Guaranteed. 100%. Talking about sales pitches. I've got a story for you because something happened today and I want to rant about it. So, just before I went to have dinner today, let's look at you. I don't want to fight anybody. Really, I just want to get to the gym leader. Maybe that's a bad idea. Maybe I could use the experience because everybody's level 25. Anyway, just before I went to have dinner today, I got a call from an unknown number. Not like a number which was, please don't, please don't, please don't. No, not like a hidden number, but a number that I just didn't know. And of course, I pick up that phone because I'm like, I don't know, it could be a potential client. Let's see what they have to offer. And they start off with, are you the owner of such and such company? I'm like, that would be me, yes. I want to make an appointment with you. And I'm like, that's great. Making appointments is great because usually that ends up making me money. And making money is good. And then he starts to like explain a little bit more and I start to lose enthusiasm because he's like, okay, we've got this package deal company and we're trying to like spread it around. I'm like, oh, this guy wants a promotional video. I can do that. Turns out he didn't want a promotional video. He wants the guinea pig. Because he's like, okay, but we want to get more of like a foothold in your area, so we want to offer you this package for free. No transaction whatsoever, no buying obligation, just you can get it. And I assume that if I had gotten it, it would have been like a 1 month or 1 year plan, and after that I would have had to pay for it anyway, because that's just how things work usually. What do I do here is the question. Because I can't stay in with Crash, can I? Because he outspeeds me. John seems like a bad idea in this gym. I mean, he's good against Haunter. But Haunter's also good against him. So maybe Cody. Because Super Line is... yeah. I'm gonna go for Cody. Anyway, so... he's trying to explain what his company is about. I'm like, okay, well, it doesn't sound like a scam whatsoever. It sounds like a genuine person trying to... employ a fairly not well thought out business plan, because if you just like my plan here with Cody wasn't well thought out, so I'm gonna try to go into John anyway, because he's working in web development and SEO optimization. Which both of those I do outspeed with John. That sucks. If I'd switched into John, I would have died anyway. Both of which those areas very, very saturated right now. Because everybody in the moment wants to do it. So you really need to be something special in order to get a lot of work. Also, I'm going to go back to the Pokemon Center real quick before I take on this gym. And so I can respect that. I can respect that because I'm pretty much in that same boat. I'm in a field where a lot of people, especially a lot of not capable people, are just entering and doing things for way cheaper and oversaturate and just ruin the freaking market. I can respect that because I have empathy for that guy. What I was going to complain about next was I forget. That's stupid. I had a whole rant like build up here, and I just kind of lost. I kind of lost track of where I was going with this. Anyway, so yeah, I tell him I'm not very interested because I actually have been thinking about like striking that company from the registers because I've not been getting a lot of work through it, and his very obvious and pretty much god damn it only response you can give to that as somebody trying to do a sales pitch is that's exactly why you need this. I'm like, okay, I understand what you're doing here and I appreciate it, but in my field this is not a way to get work. I'm not selling products online, I'm selling a very specific and very niche service, mostly to other companies. I'm not like, I don't work for people, I work for companies. And it's a network kind of thing, right? So having a sales page and a landing page for that doesn't make a lot of sense. And I tell him like, I know SEO optimization, all that kind of good stuff. It certainly can help, and he interrupts me with, but we do way more than that. I'm like, yeah, I know, but it still doesn't really give me any like benefits and work. And he just keeps going like, okay, well, he doesn't do this. He didn't do this after I said no. He started the phone call pretty much with this. Like, I've got a spot for an appointment tomorrow at 4 or 5 p.m, which would be better for you. And I'm like, oh, wait a second. You're assuming an awful lot here. You're assuming I'm interested whatsoever, because I'm not. Very much not interested. And that was the first annoyance of the call, because making that assumption, it's something a lot of people do, right? Especially if you're trying to sell a thing you work on yourself. You assume everybody wants it. But if everybody wanted it, you wouldn't need to sell it, because people would want to buy it. So if you're doing a sales pitch, clearly you're doing it against somebody who doesn't already have a buying intention. And when somebody literally says no to your, god damn it, when somebody literally says no to your sales pitch, you get one more chance, usually. I give you one more chance, like, okay, I say no, but you can change my mind. If I say no again and you keep changing my mind, I get annoyed. And that's what he kept doing. And at a certain point, I was like, I was getting mad, and it's very, very audible in my voice. I got mad. I usually get it like pretty under control, but I don't know. It wasn't a conscious thing for me to get mad or let him hear I was mad. Usually I have pretty good control of that kind of thing. But I don't know. Today was just, I didn't care. And after that, the phone call was over real quickly because he realized, oh, I'm not going to sell anything to this guy or use him as a guinea pig. But I'm like, okay, so I'm not interested. You're still on the phone with me. I think your time is better spent calling somebody else. And maybe it wasn't because I was mad. Maybe because that's just a good argument for using your time efficiently. It was like, yeah, actually, that's true. Let's call the next person on my list. I don't get a lot of those calls though. My phone number is publicly available in multiple places for business purposes, and I only get like one phone call a month on average of people trying to either sell me like SEO optimization for a website or something like that. Also, I just bumped a microphone, or trying to sell me electricity, that kind of stuff. I only get it like once a month. I'm very lucky with that. On my email, on the other hand, I don't know. My email is not as all over the place. Of course, it's on my website, but that's about it. Other than that, the only people that have my email are people. Well, that's on my business card, frankly, but bots can't really look at people's business cards, can they? But somehow my email, it gets absolutely littered with spam and like sales things. While my personal email is pretty good about that. My personal email, no issues whatsoever with that. Business email gets quite a lot of attention. Maybe because I actually use that one when I'm buying stuff. And make accounts for like web shops. And those web shops then sell email addresses to advertisers. That actually sounds like a very plausible explanation. I think that might be why. Because I don't really use my personal email to buy a lot of things. Because, well, I have accounts under my business email at most things I would buy. Like computer hardware or camera gear or what else do you have? I think my business email is even the default for like my app I use for ordering food. Because usually when I order food, I pay with my business card. Because usually when I order food, it's because I have a meeting with somebody and I'm too busy to cook. It's pretty much what's going on there. Doesn't happen a lot, especially lately. It hasn't happened a lot. Probably should be paying a little bit more attention to this gym battle, though, because we're quite a way into this episode. Screech. You had me so hopeful, seeing that you were going to learn a new move, and then it was Screech. Okay, so Miss Maggie's is out second. What do we do with that? Because it's the ace, but it's not the last Pokemon. So if I capture this, I won't get to fight a Haunter. I know the team. Sorry. But it's the ace, so I guess we just try to capture it? Question mark? I don't know. It's a real freaking good question, isn't it? We got through confusion. How much is this gonna do? Probably like a third? That does more than a third. How powerful is knockoff? Because knockoff, it has a citrus berry. Knockoff might kill. Oh, knockoff won't kill. Even if it's more powerful, knockoff won't actually kill. But I'm still confused. I probably should switch the frick out, shouldn't I? Holy crap, that does a lot of damage. Snapped out of confusion. Wow! Oh, that did nothing. And I knocked off the citrus berry. Obviously, yeah, okay. Didn't think about that. Let's use a super potion. And hope that I can take 2 shadow balls and that it sticks in a great ball first time. It's really the only thing I can do here. I mean, I could switch out into, I guess, Super Linus. That special defense drop did a lot, didn't it? Why didn't you use Psybeam before? Is the question. Because that would have been super effective against Gligar. Probably would have done more damage than... It probably could have taken me out. Granted, it wasn't stab, but it's not stab now. And it's the same effectiveness. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, I can take 1 more Psybeam as long as it's not a critical hit. And I swear to God, if you critical hit me right now, I will murder you. I actually might have to, because I'm not sacrificing my entire team to get a Miss Maggie's. Then again, if I kill the Miss Maggie's, I have to kill the Haunter as well. So I think Miss Maggie's being captured is actually the safest option for us. That's Miss Maggie's. Let me go think about a nickname from Miss Maggie and nothing died in the actual gym lead-up battle. Somebody died in the lead-up to it, but I'm just surprised. Let me go think of a nickname. It's been quite a while since I've actually watched this guy's stuff, so I don't know what he's like these days. I know that he used to be part of the Yogscast, but looking him up now, I didn't see Iridian Yogscast, so I'm thinking maybe he's not in there anymore. Maybe like the Yogscast tag isn't as like needed as I thought it was. I don't keep up with everything on YouTube, right? There's this Shadowclaw, I believe. It's gonna be useful. But back in the day, I used to watch his Minecraft stuff. And when Minecraft was reaching its first peak, we're in its second wind now. But when it was firstly very popular, it was even before Theta Beast was very popular. This was back in the days when TechHit was the shit. Before people realized maybe we should ask mod authors to if we can use their things in mod packs. Which I don't know what to think about that, to be honest, because you're writing code, which in and of itself is your copyright. But then again, you're also writing code to modify a game which isn't yours. Okay. This could be bad. Let's do it. I don't know, there's nothing else we can do. I'm not gonna grind for this battle. Just did a lot of grinding for the Fantina battle. We'll be fine, we'll be fine. So I don't know how I feel about like mod authors being so like... Because it was really controversy back in the day when like TechHit and the Technic pack were like, let's throw all these mods together and they'll be great. And it was great. It was the start of something magnificent. But then Theta Beast came along and was like, we do that, but we actually have permission from the mod authors. Which means the mod authors actually like us. And I don't know... I mean, I don't know what legally, like, is going on there, right? Because, as I said, they are writing code. And as such, that code they write falls under their copyright automatically. That's how copyright law works. But they're also... The thing they're making is a modification and an addition for a game that's not theirs. And the only reason that they're allowed to make what they're making is because Mojang, and now Microsoft, but still like... I would like to believe Microsoft doesn't bother with like Mojang policy on like modding and stuff. It's still all like Mojang internal. I would like to believe. I don't know if that's the case, but I'm hoping. I know modding is still allowed, but I hope it's allowed because Mojang allows it, not because Microsoft allows it. That could very well be like a contractual thing when they sold Minecraft, and well, I guess the entirety of Mojang they sold, right? Anyway, that's not what this episode is about. It's about all the law things, because we all like that. The only reason you're allowed to do that is because the actual like owners of the game's copyrights don't sue the hell out of you. Because people are literally making money. Why would you stay in? People are making money. They're not selling these mods, but they're definitely getting donations. And there's like a difference between selling something and asking for donations on top of giving a free product. And then there's like Patreon, which is kind of like this weird in-between land. And all I'm saying is, I think, just emotionally, again, I don't know what actual like law says about this. But emotionally, I think if you're making an addition or a modification to an existing game and people try to make something fun out of like a combination of those things, that citrus berry we got back after it got knocked off and saved our ass here. I mean, we outspeed, right? So we just win here. So if people throw that together just for fun and aren't trying to resell it after that, because at that point I would definitely see your issue with it. But they're just like, you're not making any money off of your downloads, and if you are, you probably is against some terms of services somewhere. So you're pretty much, what do you gain by people downloading it from you, other than the fact that people will know, oh, this modder made this mod which I very much like. But even if they download directly from your page, only the most motivated and interesting people are going to pay notice to your name and remember it and follow you. And those same people, when they see a mod in a mod pack, they'll look at what is the mod, who made it. I don't think you'll lose a lot of people in that at all. Also, did I call him James? I don't recall calling him James. Maybe I did. I don't remember. So really, my opinion on that is get off your freaking high horse. And I don't think it's an issue anymore these days. I think it was just like the Minecraft modern community going through like a puberty kind of phase, and people just being annoyed because they didn't know what anybody was doing, because things hadn't settled and things hadn't developed yet as much as they have now. And especially in the last couple of years, while Minecraft has been a little bit less popular, things have settled down a little bit and people have gotten a little bit more just mellow and all that kind of good stuff. So I'm not saying any person that was annoyed by people taking their mods into a mod pack without permission are wrong, but still I see a lot of people, a lot of mods with like a frequently asked questions saying, can I include this in my mod pack? And they're saying, a lot of them just say yes. I even have seen a couple of them which say, you can only include it if you don't ask us. If you ask us, you can't. Which is just to say, yes, please use it and please don't bother us with this, because obviously you can. It's made to be played. But still people say, if you want to include it in your mod pack, please contact me. Or please don't include this in your mod pack. And I am fairly certain that for a lot of the feature-based packs, Optifine isn't in there. And that probably has something to do with the fact that they don't have permission to add Optifine. And I respect the fact that the people who make the packs don't add Optifine, even though they probably should, because it's a mod that should be in every Minecraft client ever, including unmodded. Please, Mojang, hire the people who make Optifine. But I don't like the fact that these modders, and I don't know if the people that make Optifine are actually like this. It might just be like misunderstanding something here. But I don't like the fact that people are like, yeah, no, I made something off of somebody else's work, and now I apparently own that. And again, I think legally they might own it. But I also think that if you're actually like in court, if you're actually like suing somebody, things might get a little bit muddy once a judge finds out that yes, you own this, but it's based on something that is owned by somebody else. So by that effect, can you do that? I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a judge. I'm just a filmmaker. I could make a documentary about this, and at that point I probably would get answers. And maybe I should. Because these are the kind of things that really like interest me a lot. Right? So maybe I should just look into seeing if there's any copyright lawyers in my general area which would like to collaborate on a film like this. That's actually not a bad idea. Other than the fact that it is a very specific situation, I don't think we could like generalize it very well, meaning that it doesn't have a lot of appeal. I mean, Minecraft has a lot of appeal. There's the one documentary specifically about Notch and how he made Minecraft, and before things went totally to shit, Not that Minecraft is shit now. I very much like more than Minecraft. Minecraft 1.14, it's a blessing. Having underwater content, having the villagers actually be something useful. And then Minecraft 1.15 coming up, bees. And then Minecon just happened last week, I believe. And there's some news about Nether updates, either 1.15 or 16. That's not very clear yet, but people are thinking it's 1.16, which is very possible. Sounds very exciting because the Nether has been a little bit stale for quite a while, and I very much do like Minecraft. But I can imagine, being the original creator, things do get a little bit hectic and annoying, and you just want to get away from it. Which, if you also can get $3 billion while doing so, that's a good deal, man. It's a very good deal. I think Minecraft sold for $3 billion, didn't it? Do we have to fight you? We do. And it's a double battle. At least it's against, like, preschoolers, isn't it? So you only have bad Pokemon. That's pretty much what's going on here. And after that, I think we are at a really good wrapping up point for the episode. Yeah, you have a Bonsly and a Mime Junior. I'll be fine. Actually, the Mime Junior, no, because I've got Feint Attack. Never mind. I will be 235% fine. Because I outspeed both of your stupid things, and I'll probably one-shot both of your stupid things, especially with those levels. What happened with the levels? I mean, I know that... I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain about this because I've complained about the exact opposite thing before. And that is, gym leaders and rivals are so much higher that these random trainers just become very easy. But like Pokemon X and Y, for instance, has it the other way around. The gym leaders don't seem threatening whatsoever because they have the same level Pokemon that anybody else does, really. Oh, please, I don't want to fight any of you. Did I just really get through that? I really just got... Oh, no. No, you don't. I just want to end this episode, which means I don't want to fight. It's pretty much what's going on here. And here we are in Salacian Town, which is the single most useless town in existence. It's got the daycare. You know what other games have for that? Routes. This could just be a route, but no, it had to be a town. I suppose there is a Pokemon Center in here, which is nice, which I didn't have to use. What happened to my voice and accent there? Holy crap. Next episode we're going to do a little bit more fighting. I don't know if next episode will be the upcoming gym yet. I kind of doubt it. I think I'm going to take it slow next episode and do a lot of trainer battles. And we missed out on a capture. I just realized the round before this, I fought a trainer, but I didn't steal his Pokemon. There's 2 more Pokemon we can capture before next gym. Well, there's a lot more, but like just to the path of the next gym. Well, shit. Until next time, I'll see you all back then. Bye.